I guess everybody that do content nowadays is just tough as hell. Cause I never thought I'd see in a million years where Trap Lord Ross is tough as hell trying to press people and saying that they're lame and they not really street guys. Cause I know I can see a little academics doing that, cause academics at the funds, no one really tripping off academics like they on some whatever, we're gonna stay away. He work with the labels. Trap Lord Ross don't work with no labels. Trap Lord Ross don't promote nobody, you know what I'm saying? He just expose people, he don't help nobody and put them on and react to music, review music. He don't do that. So the fact that he's got this type of, you know what I'm saying, tenacity, these huevos, is insane in the game. But if you don't know what's going on, basically, last year, Trap Lord Ross dropped a documentary about Central C. And in that documentary, pretty much said that Central C ain't no street guy. He started off doing pop, and then when that didn't work, you know what I'm saying, the ladies wasn't buying into the pretty boy thing. Then he went to the street side and trying to be like Digga D and beefing with Digga D, who's a real street guy out there. Basically, that's what Trap Lord Ross is saying, that he ain't even like that. He a poser. He a hoe.
And it's like, I feel like there's this almost like Central C mania. And so for me, I almost felt like I had to stand up and just say some harsh truths because like no one else in the scene is going to say this stuff. And he's really kind of like leapfrogged over a lot of really great artists that I feel like maybe didn't get the shine or the career buzz that they deserved. It is kind of harsh, but it's true. It's not authentic. Like he kind of put on the Nike Tech as a costume, and then later on backtracks and said, oh, I'm the one that made the Nike Tech hot in the US. Bro, you didn't make the Nike Tech hot in the US. You're not the one that, you didn't make the Nike Techs hot in the US. Like, let's not be crazy. Like, let's look at any number of Bronx drill rappers that were jumping around in Nike Techs before you was even making this sort of music. He came out of nowhere. So he had like 4 or 5 years worth of music that really wasn't hitting, that got deleted and scrubbed from the internet. I think that's also why I feel like his team really didn't like what I put out there, because I unearthed a lot of stuff that he had put out that he would rather pretend never happened. It's like, you know, when it's like people pop out with a song that's viral and they want to act like, that's my first tune. Bro, you got 100 tunes that no one was trying to hear, and then you put on the Nike Tech and have a new persona. And it's like, I've got to give his props as far as like one of the best artists to do it in the UK, incredible lyricist, incredible branding. Yeah, you're not really doing the things that you say you were doing in these songs. You're talking about, I put £100,000, I can get you shot in public. His Met Gala freestyle, he's talking about all these drills that he's going to pay people to do. That's not happening. And it's like, no disrespect, but it's like the guys that were really doing that stuff, you were dissing and making fun of and putting.
And you know, most people think bygones be bygones. Central C's doing amazing things right now with his rap career. Trap Lord Ross is making a lot of money from YouTube. Everybody went their separate ways, but that's not really what's going on, because Trap Lord Ross is actually from the UK. Central C is from the UK. So it's not like, oh, it's somebody in America making these claims. It's somebody in the UK that knows what's going on for real making these claims. It's like somebody in Chicago starting a war in Chirac. It kind of had the same effect. So I guess Trap Lord Ross thought everything was cool, and he came into Academics booth while they were at Complex Con, and you know, everybody comes to Complex Con, all types of rappers, streamers, everybody. It's a very big culture moment. So Central C is talking to DJ Academics. Goddamn, Trap Lord Ross walks up thinking everything chicken ass, and everything did not come to be chicken ass.
Trap Lord Ross. Wait, Trap Lord Ross here? Oh, he's there. Yo, tell a man to pull up. Oh, hell nah. Wait, this probably look at Trap Lord Ross like he's DJ Vlad. Like, yo, this about to put a case on me. I be looking on Trap Lord Ross page sometimes. I'm like this. He talking about some, like he'll talk about what's going on in UK, but he'll be like, I'm like, they probably look at Trap Lord Ross like DJ Vlad, bro. Like, yo, bro, why are you even, bro? Right?
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I can't talk about anybody. I can't talk for anybody else. My thing, he's not saying anything really factual anyway. So it doesn't even. If anything, he's doing me a favor. If it was in the eyes of the law, he's doing me a favor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Trap Lord Ross is in the building. Holy shit. Y'all not from the same place, right?
I don't know where you're from.
No, what's good, man?
How are you?
Joe.
You're in the craziest place, man.
What's good?
Going on, man?
You know what's funny? I'm just talking to Sense. I said, yo, Trap Lord Ross got to be like the DJ Vlad of the UK, man. I'm like, yo, they probably looking at you like, bruh.
Hey, we got to try and squash the beef, man. I don't know if it's possible.
He don't got no beef with you.
Squash the beef, man. Can we squash the beef, or is it?
Never had beef, man.
Are you sure?
Never had beef.
Come on.
And it's just crazy to me how some people, I'm not even gonna say white people, bro. It's really just a people thing. It's some crazy how some Latinos, how some white people, how some Asians, how some people can be so oblivious to what's going on right in front of their face. They just don't get, like, you can't talk shit about somebody, then come kick it in their face and thinking they not gonna do anything. It don't matter where you at, security, police, some people don't care. Some people are real life crash outs. You playing with the wrong people. But you know, some people didn't grow up in the streets, they didn't grow up around violence, they don't understand how these things can go down and how it can happen and how fast it can really be. So I don't think Trap Lord Ross understood what he was getting himself into. And you can tell in the video because the piece did not last long.
Hey, bro, you know I said your album was the best UK album that was ever dropped.
I heard you.
No, he just say you gotta do a little bit more research. You say you're not, the facts ain't there yet.
Hey, I need to get clued up, man. You need to fill in the gaps and let me know what I missed.
No, he's not gonna fill in the gaps. That's the point.
Is that a problem?
No, well, you know, said?
I said you do me a favor.
Oh, you said you do him a favor.
Hey, look, I heard.
Hey, listen, what makes you think you can come in and speak like that?
I mean, I thought I was just saying what's up.
You just saying what's up.
Nah, he good.
Just saying what's up.
Outside the booth.
How is it? It's like
Get
that.
out of the booth, bro. Get the fuck out of the booth, bro.
He's good, bro. He's good. He's good. He's good.
Get out, bro. Relax, man. Go outside the booth, and I'll come outside and I'll talk to you outside the booth. Get out of the booth.
Is that what it is?
Get yourself out of the booth. Good, man. Take him out of the booth, bro. You ain't got nothing. Take him out. I got it.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Take the guy out of the booth, bro. Bro, get out of my booth, bro.
You with him?
Let him go. Go, bro. Go with him, bro. Get out of my booth, bro. Get out of my booth. Hurry up, bro.
Hey, good to see you, man.
No, it is.
Huh?
You see me,
You chill.
I make the music.
Yeah.
I run a business, so I can watch things from a different standpoint. But you see, when
Remo, what's poppin'?
you see certain people, obviously,
Yeah.
you do the same thing. You do the same thing.
Yeah,
So it's a similar thing.
I know
but
them vibes, you know.
it's like when you're speaking about whatever you're speaking about, you're not just speaking about me. I can watch something and understand. Yeah, cool. I see the business. I see this is your job, whatever. I'm watching from a different standpoint. I put myself on the net, so I know what comes with that. But when you wanna do that to real people as well, that have real people around them. For me, maybe I'm not even so real. Central C it's an entity, innit? But then there's real people around, man, that you have to be aware of that might have a different outlook. Me, I can see things, I can watch things, I understand, innit? But
And it's crazy that Central C had to press him or have his guys press him because at the end of the day, I'm a drill rapper. I make music about being that nigga, slapping people, stabbing people, being that guy. I can't let no streamer, no YouTuber come out here saying I ain't like that, talk all this shit on a YouTube video, then come in my face and I don't do nothing. Central C himself might not do nothing because, you know, he's the rapper, of course, but everybody else got to do something. The niggas that's in the back, they get paid to just be around, they got to do something. All the killers that he brought out the hood, they got to do something. And I don't really blame them because it's your image at the end of the day. If your image get tarnished, then what else you got? You ain't making no money off this music shit. You right back in the projects, back with beefing with Dicka D. That ain't what we trying to do. Now, in that situation, they apparently squashed it and everything was okay. They hashed it out. It was whatever. But I guess once they got away from the situation, that's when Trap Lord Ross was like, you know what? I ain't squashing shit. I'm standing on my business, 10 toes about mine. And that's when he came out with DJ Academics again and did Central C.
People in the UK like watch those videos and be like, yo, that's he talking kind of facts, or they like take to it. Because it looks like, I feel like he felt like you were trying to throw him under the bus a bit.
So here's the thing, right? His whole
And then
thing.
trying to dap him up. So that's why he was like, he kind of was standing on it, but he was just like, yo, I don't really got nothing against
He
him.
was cool with me. He was cool with me. But listen, it's all about like in West London. Okay, there's a whole bunch of gangs that have crazy beef. You heard of Digga D?
Yes,
Digga D's like the biggest gangster in West London. Like he's done shot
is he
people.
a real gangster?
He shot someone in the face on paperwork.
You lying.
And got away with it. He
For real?
blinded somebody, bro.
Really?
Bro. These guys, his gang CGM, they got hella bodies. They're Crips from West London, and that's basically the biggest ops in West London. And I heard a story that basically said that Central C and his manager, when they decided to get into the street stuff, when they decided to get into the street music, they was basically like, yo, we need to have a beef with Digga D. This is going to be viral for us. So it's like they use the gangster
Central
thing
C
to
and
launch
Digga
them.
D doesn't get on.
Nah, Digga D just got out of jail.
Oh.
And so Central C been dissing Digga D for years, but he's been in jail. And now Digga D's back out. Everyone's like, yo, is Central going to stand on it? And he a real demon.
So, but you said that he's not a gangster. Like, how you know? Maybe he was stepping. He could be like King Von of that shit out there, bro.
You said it, man. You said it. Hey, Central's the King Von, man. He got all the bodies.
You know what he told me?
Squashed it.
He said you don't have all your facts correct, but he said it's good for him. Why? Because when you say that shit, it keeps the cops off of him. So I'm guessing you probably said, nah, this guy's a quiet boy. He doesn't do nothing.
I didn't say it like that, but yeah, kind of. I basically said, like, his whole thing is it's like he's, and I don't mean disrespect by this, but I guess it sounds disrespectful. He's like a caricature of a drill gangster rapper. Like, he basically took all the drill shit and was like, okay, let me put that on and become the most popping guy doing this. And it worked.
Wait, you trying to say you're a bitch ass nigga?
No, I ain't saying, come on, man.
No, bro, I'm asking. Like,
I ain't saying that. He's not. He's got songs where he's talking about, I have someone shot for £100,000. That's not happening. I'm still here.
And one thing about Trap Lord Ross, I feel like he has this false sense of pride and his false sense of ego that he's that guy, and that's cool. You can feel like that guy, bro. But at the end of the day, when does it stop? When is enough enough? Because you're not a street guy. So you keep talking shit about street guys. You're not willing to do what they're willing to do. Even Charleston White is willing to smoke somebody behind this because he knows he's talking crazy. He got to stay with a pipe. He got to stay with a knife. He got to stay with little weapons. But you is talking crazy to niggas that's really going to do something and you ain't even got no weapons on you. So what you really think is going to happen when they catch you after they seen you again talking crazy when you said you wasn't even on that? It don't make sense. But he's not done with his shit talking to her yet, because right after the situation happened, there's a well-known streamer in the UK who pretty much got Trap Lord Ross on the phone while he was on the stream to ask some questions about the situation and what's going on. Trap Lord Ross took that moment again, not to mediate the beef, but to pour more fire on it. Well, not more fire, put more gasoline on that hoe and let them niggas know that, yeah, it's up, it's whatever you want to do.
Then YBs came over with a bad attitude, man. He was talking about get out the booth, get out the booth. I'm seeing hella comments, hella little memes, people talking about get out the booth. So you know what I'm saying? I said, let me think about if I want to get out the booth, man. So I was just slowly moving around trying to decide if I wanted to get out the booth. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And he just kept yelling, get out the booth, man. But my security was kind of, you know, let me do my thing. You know, I wasn't really trying to leave the booth immediately. Now, what you don't see in the live stream is that once we kind of got out the booth, Bello kept coming for me, man. He kept coming at me. And I feel like I stood my ground. So I'm going to drop a clip that shows you what happened afterwards when me and YBs got face to face. So people are going to see what went on. But honestly, it's all love with Central C. He was actually a super nice guy. He was safe. Sweetheart, really. Like, can't fault him. He's cool. And he said...
Man says sweetheart. No, what? Hey, Trap. Achi. Listen, Achi, what's sweetheart? Nah, Trap's trolling. He's trolling.
Hopefully Trap Lord Ross know what he's doing, because it doesn't seem like too many people nowadays are smart enough to understand once you get yourself into beef and problems like this, it's going to be on forever. Like, it ain't no on and off switch. It's either it's on or it's on forever. And it's really no in between. So you better get your shit together, get your shooters right, get your security right, because you're trying to beef with somebody that's in your country that kind of knows information about you.